The capital city of the United States, Washington, D.C., is fittingly packed with incredible things for you to see and do. Aside from being home to the legislative, executive, and judicial branches of the government, it's got dozens of world-class museums, while countless marble-clad monuments and memorials are situated along the National Mall. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you can get updates on daily basis. Number 10. The Kennedy Center for Performing Arts. Not far from both the National Mall and Lincoln Memorial, you'll find the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. One of the best places in all of DC to watch a show, the state-of-the-art venue hosts more than 2,000 performances each year, ranging from ballet and opera to concerts, plays, and dance shows. Besides an elegant opera house and concert hall, the campus encompasses the refined Eisenhower Theater as well as several other smaller venues. In addition, there are also some brilliant restaurants and rooftop terraces to try out. Number 9. The International Spy Museum. One of the most fun things to do in Washington, D.C., the International Spy Museum unveils the techniques and technologies used by spies throughout the ages. Set just south of the Smithsonian Castle, its galleries are packed with interactive exhibits, artifacts, and even equipment that cover thousands of years of espionage's hidden history. The museum covers the techniques, technology, history, and contemporary role of espionage. Many of the exhibits are interactive, and throughout the building are actual examples of real espionage equipment, from declassified hardware and captured equipment to movie props used in the James Bond series. Number 8. The Arlington National Cemetery. Another of the most popular and picturesque places to explore around DC is the atmospheric Arlington National Cemetery. Established during the American Civil War, it's now the final resting place for many of the most revered military veterans and influential figures throughout the United States' past. Number 7. The Smithsonian National Zoo. Boasting an incredible section of exotic animals, birds, and reptiles, the superb Smithsonian's National Zoo can be found just 15 minutes a drive north of downtown. Sprawled across a huge area, its spacious enclosures and exhibits are home to everything from orangutans and elephants to gorillas, giant pandas, and Komodo dragons. One of the oldest and most prestigious zoos in the state, it was founded in 1889 and it's very highly thought of for its excellent research and conservation work. In total, it now impressively contains over 2,700 animals that represent more than 390 species, from as far afield as Africa, Asia, and South America. On top of this, interesting talks and live demonstrations constantly take place in the zoo. Number 6. The United States Botanic Garden. Right next to the majestic Capitol building is another very pleasant outdoor space for you guys to enjoy. The United States Botanic Garden. Lovingly landscaped, its gorgeous grounds and gleaming glass conservatory are a treat to stroll around with pretty plants, flowers, trees, and shrubs wherever you look. The oldest continually operating botanic garden in the country, it was first established in 1820 with exquisitely manicured lawns and colorful flower beds found next to lovely water features and fountains. Inside the conservatory are scenic sections dedicated to desert plants and orchids, jungle species, and primeval trees, with marvelous Mediterranean and medicinal areas also on show. Number 5. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. One of the many must-see monuments in DC is the striking statue that makes up the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. Dedicated to the inspirational leader of the civil rights movement, it lies at the northwest corner of the tidal basin just off of the National Mall. Only erected in 2011, the 30-foot memorial is inscribed with motivational and moving quotes from King's speeches and sermons. Thanks to its powerful symbolism, beautiful design, and profound impact that he had on the country, the magnificent monument is now a popular spot to visit and photo with countless other memorials also lying nearby. Number 4. The National Archives Museum. Situated on the north side of the National Mall, you can find the National Archives Museum, which is home to some of the nation's most important documents. sure to delight history aficionados. It contains not only the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, but the Bill of Rights too. Built in 1933, the imposing building features exquisite architecture with a fantastic facade fronting the renowned and resplendent rotunda within. Here you can examine the Charters of Freedom before moving on to other equally interesting chambers that display the Emancipation Proclamation, Louisiana Purchase Treaty, and an original Magna Carta dating to 2097. Number 3. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. Set on the southwestern side of the tidal basin is yet another monument that is well worth checking out when in town. The Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial. Dedicated to the 32nd President of the United States, its 4 outdoor rooms represent each of Roosevelt's terms in office, highlighting the considerable challenges both he and the country faced in the 30s and the 40s. Water features prominently throughout the various outdoor areas of the memorial, with a single large drop and cascading waterfalls symbolizing the Great Depression and World War II. Dotted about the tranquil gardens and stones engraved with his speeches and sayings, and stunning sculptures of the president in his wheelchair, the First Lady and their dog Fala. Number 2. The World War II Memorial. One of the most prominent and popular parts of the National Mall are the Washington Monument and Lincoln Memorial, and it's a massive and impressive World War II memorial. Located at the eastern end of the reflecting pool, it commemorates the Americans who served in the armed forces during World War II and the civilians who supported them on the home front. Surrounding an oval plaza and fountain are granite pillars that represent each state and U.S. overseas territory, and 2 triumphant arcs for the Atlantic and Pacific theaters. In addition to snapping some photos of iconic scenes of the war experience etched on bas reliefs, you can also pay your respects at the Freedom Wall, which is dedicated to those who lost their lives during the war. Number 1. The National Portrait Gallery. While it is most known for hosting images of every previous president, the National Portrait Gallery also contains countless other portraits, paintings, and photos of notable American citizens. Housed in the historic old patent office building, its enticing exhibits and artworks can be found just a short walk north in the National Mall. Established in 1962, the Exceptional Art Museum now boasts a large collection of some 23,000 items, including drawings, statues, and engravings. While wandering around its light and airy galleries, you can see amazing depictions of everyone from Abraham Lincoln and Barack Obama to Frida Kahlo, Benjamin Franklin, and Pocahontas, with temporary exhibitions and talks also regularly taking place. I believe now it will be easy for you to decide your visiting plan for Washington, D.C. Give a like to this video and let us know in the comments which place you found the most interesting. Press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and we'll be back with another amazing video. Take care.